Ex-Detectives Log 002. Joeness McCrabby Jr. 34 here. I was soaring through the Milky Way on my way to that little old red dot bars when I made a magnificent discovery. A ring of beautiful Belgian chocolate cigarettes orbiting the planet. A normal detective might ask, how did these delectable treats get floating out of here? But not me. The only words I thought were, don't mind if I do. Hot dang, this tastes there. Hey there, little duck boy. What you doing all the way out in space? Your mom sent you to pick up some cupcakes from the local cafe and you got lost? Well, I just happened to be going to a cafe. Say, what's your name, boy? Chainsaw Junior, you say? What a lovely name for a 3-year-old duck boy. Why, I wish more people were called Chainsaw Junior. What a lovely name. So we made our way to the Martian Mystique Cafe, but inside lurked all kinds of bizarre creatures. Immediately I felt something on my crab wrist. A little gecko with a screwdriver in his hand. He said,
"Give me your wallet, Bob."
being a smart crab, I know very well that screwdrivers are the mortal enemies of all crab. No crab in his right mind wants a screw loose. So I handed him my pretty sparkly pink purse and I said, you win this time, Mr. Gecko, but if you ever find yourself on the wrong side of a crab without a screwdriver, you'll be well out of lizard luck. Mr. Gecko began shaking in his little lizard boots and roly-polyed away, as all lizards do when they are scared. It's okay, little Chainsaw Junior. That gecko won't be coming back anytime soon. We looked around the cafe in case any other troublemakers were about. It quickly became clear that this was no place for a little duck boy to be on his own. In the back corner, a baguette robot with knives and forks for arms sits and waits alone. I feel for him. He cannot shake the hands of those he loves without making a meal out of them. Born to be alone until he finds a sweet thing as tough as rocks. My heart goes out to you, baguette robot. Why must life be so hard? Why? Excuse my strange outburst. I assure you this crab is perfectly sane and has no screws loose. Now where was I? Out of nowhere, a strange creature leapt in front of me, dancing like a raccoon baboon. It was a lab beaker with a cookie for her face.
Check out my cool raccoon baboon dance. Yeah, that's me what I am, Crabman. I know what I am. I've been on a lifelong journey to discover strange mysteries of my past. And my journey would take years to tell. You see, 5,000 years ago...
5,000 years?
I
Out my way, Cookie
Carnival.
Monster.
And
I need coffee bang. I
I
flapped my eagle crab wings, did a majestic pirouette over him with Chainsaw Junior in my arms. I cannot wait years to get my sweet, sweet coffee. Regardless, the weird Cookie Monster man dude continued jabbering away, breakdancing by the entrance. Perhaps he was caught up in his dance so bad he hadn't realized I had gracefully fluttered away like the angel of a crab I am. I was now 1 meter from the counter, but to my distress, another obstacle blocked my path. A most disturbing of sights. A strange man poking another man's belly button right in public.
Oh, Derek, your fingers are ticklish like the delicate kisses of a baby butterfly.
Out of my way! I need coffee bang! I threw them aside before sweet little Chainsaw would have to witness any more of this disturbing encounter.
How dare you move I, the legendary Tickle Fingers Derek. If crabs had the belly buttons, you would not stop me.
God, no. What is this wicked place? Finally, we had made it to the counter, only to be greeted by the first normal person in the entire vicinity. A coffee mug barista, coffee bean for a head, coffee mug for a body, and a pair of cute, sweet sugar packets for arms. Hello, love. My birth name is I Love Coffee, but the name I've given myself is Miss Coffee Love, owner of this fine establishment. Now, what may I do for you? She was the most beautiful coffee mug I ever did see. She gave me a sweet wink from her little coffee bean eye, and a smile so sweet, she don't need no added sugar. Oh, good Lord. I had to put on the old crab charm, so I spread my crab wings wide and did some wicked fluttering in my ballerina feet. I then proclaimed the smoothest words she ever did hear. Why, hello, Miss Coffee Love. Why, you look like the chicken that's just hatched from the egg. Silence. I knew very clearly she was Sudoku, stunned by my beautiful words, so I thought I would seal the deal with some chicken noises. Buck, quack. Oh yeah, mighty smooth, Joeness. You still got it. Look, I've had it up to here with this nonsense. It's weirdos like you keep coming in here and making weird chicken noises that are scaring away all my ordinary customers. I've been trying to run a business for 40 years, darn it. This is an outrage. So you gonna place an order, or are you gonna stop acting up and get out? At that moment, a single crab tear whipped from my little crab eye. How could she resist my magnificent crab charm I've spent honing my entire life? How? Maybe I could redeem myself by placing my order in the most sensual possible way. Ooh, yeah. So I placed one of my beautiful ballerina legs on the counter and began stretching. May I have the delectable cup of hot joe, ma'am? Make it black as the sky on the moonless night. And, could I have some cupcakes for little chainsaw here? Darn it. My mom used to say Martha's society in decline, but did I believe her? No. And look where it's got me. Well, I'll get your order, but please take your leg off my counter and stop acting like such a weirdo. Ooh, yeah. That was music to my ears. I knew that was her way of telling me my girly crab legs were too beautiful to lay eyes on for more than 2.54 seconds. I was in. Why, certainly, my dear. I then took my leg off and handed it to her.
What are you doing?
Don't worry, darling. I got plenty more where that comes from.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, I should listen to your mum. I should listen to you a long time ago. Oh, first thing tomorrow is back to Venus. Oh, it's just too much for a sweet country girl like me.
She threw the leg to the ground and ran out back. Why, is that a cry of joy I hear? She clearly needed some time to recover from such a heartwarming gesture. That said, however, I couldn't bear to see my beautiful girly crab leg on the ground swimming in coffee, so I picked it up and placed it back on my shell. As I waited for my order, Derek wouldn't stop tickling me.
I will find your belly button, crab. Where is it? Where? Ooh, Derek, I thought you loved me. Leave the crab alone. Leave him.
I started belay dancing to avoid Derek's nimble fingers, but then we heard screaming from out back. These were no cries of joy. No, these were cries of terror. Miss Coffee Love was in danger. I ran out back, only to find her unconscious, and someone had taken her sugar-packed arms. Who? What? Why? Then from behind me, more screaming. Mr. Cookiehead Man had a bite out of his cookie head. More screaming. A bite from Baguette Robot's strangely sugary baguette butt cheek.
Not my sweet cheeks.
Then I looked to Derek. His sugary tickling fingers had been licked clean.
This is the worst thing to ever happen.
Little Chainsaw Jr. was shaking in his little duckling boots. It became immediately apparent that there was a mystery for me to solve. Who is the sugar fiend stealing the sweetness from our lives? Who? Everybody, stop your screaming. I may look like a humble ballet dancing crab with glorious eagle wings, but I am in fact an incredible ex-detective with mind-blowing dance moves. I'm exactly the person needed to solve this most heinous of crimes. On the surface, the suspect may be the mythical vampire sugar phantom from the great prophecy of the War of the Belgian Chocolate Artisan. But I have a sneaking suspicion that one of you is willing to sabotage your own sugary treats to hide you from the wrongdoing of taking everybody else's. Mr. Derek,
Me?
if it was not you who licked your fingers clean, then whom?
How dare you accuse me, Tickle Fingers Derek, of any crime, you degenerate crab? I will tickle your shell with the kisses of 1,000 butterflies. Good gravy, this man has problems. What you're looking at? That is normal laugh. Derek does normal laugh. Why, gee whiz, it must be him. He's the only one deranged enough to do it.
Not so fast, Cookie Dude. You fell for my trap. Derek was too busy tickling me to commit any initial crimes. Why are you so quick to throw around accusations? Why?
Good Lord, you think I did this? Well, I'm not a cannibal. I am a cookie being. Why would I take a bite out of my own cookie head? I've got one less chocolate bar now. This is terrible.
Your eyes a chocolate chip?
Yeah, what's it to you?
Whoa! I took one of his chocolate chip bars and dunked it in some coffee. Don't mind if I do. That's some tasty chocolate.
My precious chocolate cibar. Now I only have 2 left. This is terrible.
Well, I understand some tasty chocolate.
What?
Make that one eye, Mr. Cookie Man.
No.
Yeah.
Aha! You fell for my trap, Mr. Spaghetti Robot. See, I only pretended to eat his eye. I smoothly placed one of Cookie Baker's now milky eye back in his cookie socket.
Nah, now my whole head's went floppy.
And it's a damn good look, Mr. Cookie Man. Baguette Robot, you sick baguette boy. Did you ever stop to realize that cookies are part bread too? Why, that makes you a cannibal.
Oh, good Lord.
It's true. It's all true. I'm a cannibal. I eat bread every day. I tried to get help, but my own mother won't even look me in the eye. If only I didn't eat her sugar eyes too.
This is outrageous.
Derek too have problems. Derek. Let Derek hug you.
My head is wet floppy.
You may be a cannibal, Mr. Baguette Robot, but fortunately, that's not the crime I'm here to solve today. I'm here for the sugar fiend, and there's only one of us who can eat that much sugar and go unnoticed.
Why, who, Mr. Crab?
What we fail to realize is that little Chainsaw shaking in his little duckling boots was not the result of fear. No, he has a sugar problem. Look at the bits of sugar around him. Look! He's a sugar-coated little duckling.
Oh, good Lord.
Why, my little duck friend? Why did you have to do it? Gosh darn it, you're right. It's not your fault. You're only free, and that's too young to be tried in a court of law. Those pesky Democrats. You didn't know any better, and we've gotta help you before the sugar hits overload.
Overload? What in tarnation is that?
Well, Mr. Baguette Robot, if a little duck eats too much sugar, they hulk out and enter an unstoppable form. They swell up many times their size, and their little ducky feet flippers move at the speed of light, destroying everything in their path. Last time this happened, someone oversweetened Iceberry Punch in Jupiter, and a group of ducks destroyed Marshmallow Mountain. If we are to save Mars, we must stop the most powerful creature known to man, a little duck on a sugar rush. We stare at little Chainsaw Jr. for a moment as his eyes stricken with insanity. His pupils darting around like little ping pong balls, bouncing back and forth, up and down, diagonal, every which way you can think of. He then gives a little duckling burp, and he swells up 2 times, 3 times, 4 times his original size. Quick, team, We have to get him out the cafe before he swells up the size of a whale and destroys us all. Try to pick him up.
Yeah, good luck.
Derek, this thing goes hard.
There.
He's just too darn heavy. He starts to lick Cookie Beaker Man's head.
Oh, that's me. My poor head.
Wait a second. I've got an idea. Cookie Head, we need to lower him out into the surface, man. Get your sugary head out that door before we all get crushed.
But why me, Mr. Crab?
Why you? Because you're the only one sweet enough to get him out of here.
Yeah, you called me sweet. Why I've waited 5,000 years to hear someone call my cookie head sweet. Yeah, breakdance celebration.
He proceeds to joyfully break dance out of here. Chainsaw Jr. follows, smashing through the frame of the double-door like some soft cracker.
Oh, good lord.
Now we got him out of here. The next step is to get the sugar out of his belly. To do that, we need to make him laugh the sugar up. Any of you guys happen to be comedians?
Well, Mr. Crab, I'm hilarious. Let me show you how to handle this.
Take your shot, Baguette Robot.
Hey, Duck Boy. What do you call a cow in an earthquake? A milkshake.
Why, how dare you, Baguette Man? That is the most cow-phobic thing I ever did here. I once knew a beautiful cow. Gorgonzola was her name. She was the prettiest cow Crab ever did kiss. Cows are more than just groovy bags of milk. They have beautiful thoughts, beautiful feelings, and they write beautiful poetry that could tear down the hardest of crab shells and make us roll back and shed beautiful crab tears. Gorgonzola was one hell of a cow, and I'll be struck blind before I hear anyone call her a milkshake.
Mr. Crab, you got me around. I'm trying to help.
Folk, I need new planet ASAP.
Miss Joeness, sir. I have an idea. Well,
Go on, Cookie Man.
what if Derek tickles his sensitive belly to palm sugar to come up, and then when he least expects it, I trip him up with my sweet breakdance moves and cause him to land on his belly and shoot the sugar right out of his gullet.
Why, that's not a bad idea, Mr. Cookie Man. But that requires level precision I've never seen before. I'm the greatest belay dancing crab ever. Your breakdancing skills have a precision not seen in ballet, Mr. Cookie Man.
Please, sir, I have a name.
And what might that be?
Mr. Biscuit, sir. And I've trained my breakdance move for over 5,000 years. I'm sure I can do it. My precision is outstanding.
Why, I saw a bravery and determination in his cookie eyes that I never did see before. Wow. Mr. Biscuit, eh? That name suits a brave soldier like you.
Why, thank you.
So, Derek.
Yeah?
Mr. Biscuit,
Yeah?
you ready?
Absolutely.
Derek is always ready.
Hey, what about me? What do I do?
Quiet, Baguette Robot. No one likes a cow-phobe. I thought cannibalism was bad enough, but then you spoke dirty of a sweet cow. Go sit in the cafe corner and rethink your life. It's never too late to change, and darn it, you need some change.
Life's so unfair. Why do I always disappoint everyone? Why?
Chainsaw Jr. is now rampaging all over Mars, posing all kinds of unstoppable havoc. He is now the size of a bus. And like that bus in that Keanu Reeves movie, he needs to be stopped. Yeah, just like in that Keanu Reeves movie where he traveled through time in his TARDIS and saved the Matrix with his badass rock music on a bus. What was that movie called again? Dr. Shrek 2? Electric Boogaloo? Yeah, that sounds about right. So, Derek, Mr. Biscuit, are you ready to get groovy and do the Keanu Reeves boogie?
Yeah, I'm good.
Derek,
Yeah.
chicken fingers already.
You guys make this incredibly humble yet spectacularly talented crab pie. Let's show him what you're made of. I flap my crab wings and take Derek in my arms.
Derek can
He spreads his tickling fingers ready as I drop him from high, swooping down onto Chainsaw's belly and grappling on like a koala.
I am Derek Koala.
Derek tickles Chainsaw as he runs at dangerous speeds. Chainsaw starts to laugh up a bit of sugar. It's working.
No one can stop my tickling fingers. No, 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 no.
His belly is primed for the trip. But then, an emergency. A group of llamas trying to cross the road directly in the way of Chainsaw's rampage. Why do llamas always pick the worst time to cross the road? Why? Mr. Biscuit, you gotta time your moves just right so Chainsaw flies right over the llamas. Can you do it, Mr. Biscuit? Can you do it?
It's all cool, Mr. Joeness. Never doubt a biscuit who can dance.
Never doubt a biscuit who can dance. Why, that was one of the coolest things I'd ever heard. In that moment, he was no longer a strange cookie laboratory experiment. No, it was as if Keanu was right in front of me. I never felt more safe than in that moment. I wanted to hold him in my arms and spend an eternity in the safety of his sweet embrace. But sadly, there was llamas to save. Mr. Biscuit judged the correct spot to trip him with such certainty. I knew he was about to be a hero of legends.
I'm a big hero.
He started dancing. Such moves like I'd never seen before. Whoa, mama! Chainsaw rampages. Meters, centimeters, millimeters away. And then, with a swift spin of his bigger, he trips Chainsaw up, sending him gliding right over the llamas and directly onto his belly. With a swift movement of his fingers, Derek tickles himself away at the speed of light. Chainsaw's belly flattens against the surface of Mars, shooting a mountain of sugar straight from his gullet. Slowly, he deflates until he is once again just a cute little duck boy. Chainsaw Jr., are you okay, little duckling? Don't worry, Chainsaw. You're only 3 years old. That's too young to be judged by the long arm of the law. Those pesky Democrats. Anyway, where was I? You gave us quite the scare there. You should have told us you had a sugar problem. You're right. Addiction can cloud your judgment, and sugar can be a cruel vice. Let me ask you something, little Chainsaw. Would your parents have really sent you to get cupcakes when you have a sugar problem? I see. You were a lost egg. You never knew your parents. Then, how about I adopt you, kiddo? I could do with a detective partner to help me solve mysteries. Besides, someone's gotta help you get past this sugar addiction. Glad to have you along, Chainsaw. I turn to Derek and Mr. Biscuit. Good job, team. You really impressed this majestic eagle-winged crab. Derek, your fingers are as nimble as the wind.
Derek, great as ever.
Mr. Biscuit,
Yeah?
I am one of the greatest and most majestic ballet dancing crabs.
Okay.
Even I could not have pulled off that maneuver you showed today.
Why, thank you, good sir.
Give me a hug, sweet cheeks.
What? Sweet cheeks?
I love you, Keanu.
What, Keanu?
Hold me close and die.
It's too tight, it hurts. It hurts.
Tell Miss Coffee Love that I'm afraid I must leave.
I'll tell anything, just let go, please.
I gotta teach Chainsaw the way of the crab, pass on my legacy, and help him overcome that wretched sugar addiction. Derek, will you pass on the message?
Derek is the message man.
I knew I could trust Derek. Mr. Biscuit, I need you to make sure Mr. Big Cat Robot stops being a cowphobic cannibal. There ain't a place in this galaxy for cowphobes and cannibals. Make him understand that.
Will do, Joeness. You can count on me. Yeah.
I see the spirit of Keanu in you, Mr. Biscuit. You
what,
are
what?
the chosen one.
Chosen
I
one?
believe in you.
What?
Mars is under your protection now.
What? The whole Mars?
This planet is your responsibility.
Well, I never agreed to
Keep
this.
it moving, Mr. Biscuit.
Good Lord, this is a lot of stress.
Let's go,
Feel much
Chainsaw.
a biscuit like me.
It's time we got out of here.
No.
So I flapped my crab eagle wings, and Chainsaw flapped his little cute duck wings, and we flew away into the cosmos. Thus concludes the second law of my legendary detective work. Joeness McCrabby the 34th, out. Now that's some tasty chocolate cigarette. Ah, yeah.